Hello everyone, what is happening? My name is Jack Southwell, you know what it is. It's the Raw review for June the 8th, 2015. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of WrestleMania 30, so excuse me. Anyway, let's just get to this fucking show. Wasn't that interesting of a go-home show to Money in the Bank. I will be doing predictions for this show because it's an actual pay-per-view. Anyway, let's get into it. So we open up the show not with the Authority, thank God, but with John Cena. Yeah, the crowd loved him tonight. No, he's coming out there. Byron Saxton is replacing Booker T on commentary because Booker T's doing Tough Enough, and which is going to be in 2 weeks, I believe. Of course, I didn't get in, which is bullshit, by the way, because my audition video was just the best out of all of them, in my opinion. But we have a look here, and John Cena is pinning. So we talk about how John Cena lost to Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber, and he talks about the biggest moments in WWE history and all this stuff, and now this is going to be one of the biggest of all time, and so pretty much Cena hyping it up, like, live on the WWE Network, you know, the typical Cena stuff. And then he said he's going to do his open challenge, but then Kevin Owens comes out, and he's pretty much, see my notes, he's pretty much there, and he's like, Kevin Owens, NXT champion, makes his way. Owen, you know, he says that he's done his proving point and all that, and he thinks he's delusional, and they have a bit of an argument, and then Kevin Owens wants to put his NXT championship in an open challenge, and they say, anyone come out and answer our challenge, pretty much. And Neville comes out, and he pretty much says, like, he's already answered the US title challenge, and that he would love to fight again for the title one day, but he wanted to face Owen for the NXT championship because it gives him a lot. He wants to kick some sense and some respect into Kevin Owens. So yeah, Neville and Owens have a match for the NXT title. Really good matchup. Lots of great stuff here. He did a really cool. He lifted up his leg and he did like a power bomb. It wasn't a power bomb. It was like a pile driver, and he landed on his knee, which looked great. But how this match ended up, Neville went for a red arrow, but landed on his feet after Owens moved. But Neville then hits a super kick. He goes back to the top row. Owen gets up and hits the ropes to knock him to the canvas. Owen then sends him to the rope for a pop-up powerbomb and retains the championship. So, Cena gives him a polite Cena. Oh, Cena was on commentary and he did very, very good tonight. He was doing a lot better than the three other guys, even though Byron Saxton wasn't half that bad. He wasn't like, he wasn't the Raw After Mania where he was doing the Owen Hart voice the entire show. Like that. Yeah, he did really well. Michael Cole and JBL, they were tolerable at least. Next up, we throughout the night we got Instagram posts of Dean Ambrose going through different places in New Orleans, and you know, holding with Seth Rollins' title throughout the entire night, and we get him on later on. And Triple H and Stephanie are looking at their phones, probably on Instagram, looking at Ambrose's photos. Then Rollins gets out with his phone, and he goes, "Oh, look at these photos, they're bullshit," and all that. And Rollins says Ambrose is rubbing his face, and it's like, what are we going to do about this? But then Triple H is like, what do you mean we? Apparently you don't need us, like you said last week, because he wanted to face Ambrose for the title in a ladder match, and he's like, I don't need Kane, I don't need J&J, I don't need the Authority, I don't need anyone. So he's like, you know what, pick your opponent tonight. And he goes, alright, I will. So, that was that. So we get Renee Young talking to Nikki Bella, and they talk about last week how she won using Twin Magic, which is pretty silly that they're doing it now. I mean, Nikki and Brie actually, you can tell them apart. They're not like the fucking Usos. I still can't tell that those two apart. They look exactly the same. They do have their differences, and we all know the difference between Nikki and Brie is Brie has a tattoo, obviously. But Nikki says that Paige is projecting her frustration and her disappointment onto the Bellas, and she's so naive and expects everything to be handed and all that shit. Because Paige said on SmackDown she's going to change the Divas division. I hope so. And we get Summer Rae versus Nikki Bella. Right. Anyway, Paige is seen watching the match backstage. Summer comes into the turnbuckle before running into a back elbow from Nikki, and then she connects with a jumping kick off the second rope, hits the rack attack, and gets the victory. So, just a Divas match that happened. Sweet. Then we get to the Roman Reigns promo. He came out, crowd is mixed. Reigns said there was a time he was absolutely hated that briefcase because he got cashed in for it by Rollins, and now it's not looking that bad, so he can get it. But then Kane comes out, and he says, as Director of Operations, I want to make sure that you don't win the championship. That's my whole job, pretty much. And then Ziggler comes out, and then Ziggler says Kane won't get in the ring, and he pretty much calls him a tool, and, makes a bunch of hardware jokes, and, he throws wrenches in the plans, hammer out problems, and screws over people. And he's without a doubt the greatest tool of the Authority, and he's the biggest tool in WWE. Good one by Dolph. And he said he's got a 10-minute comedy set at some club, and he's got a hot Russian lady by his side, and this Sunday he'll do what he does before he climb the ladder, get the contract, you know the deal. And he says, and Kane says, I'm still going to win the match, and then R-Truth's music hits, and he says, he's conquered his fear of ladders. Kane cuts him off and says, you're not even in this match, dude. And he's like, wait, are you sure? And he's like, nah, I'm pretty sure you're not in this match. So, R-Truth's like, oh, crap, my bad. Oh, great, very great stuff. Oh, I just spat everywhere. It's fucking disgusting. Sorry about that. And, that was great shit. Because they've been putting him randomly in these matches for no reason, so I think I kind of just told everyone about that. So then, Kane says, as I was saying, and then the New Day comes out, and everyone's screaming, New Day sucks. And Big E's like, simmer down, and that Kofi will climb the ladder from the power of positivity. The only reason he's in this match is so he can do all the crazy spots. Yeah, that's the only reason Kofi Kingston is in this match. If this was any other show, he would be wrestling for the tag titles. So, anyway, Sheamus. So Kane says, as I was saying, and then Sheamus's music hits, and that he's going to win Money in the Bank, and he said it's going to be even happier than the time I beat up Randy Orton last week. And Kane asks, is there anyone else who wants to interrupt him? No one comes out. Kane says there are two other men in this match. One is Neville and the other is Orton. And Orton makes his way to the ring to a very good reaction from the crowd tonight. And he's going to be wrestling Sheamus just like last week. Very boring match, in my opinion, Orton is a very good athlete, and Sheamus isn't that bad, so it's pretty weird that they're not putting on relatively good matches, but maybe they just don't have good chemistry, whatever. But how this match ended, Orton dropped down and stalked him after he just hit the DDT. Sheamus pushes away the RKO. Orton misses the bro kick, clotheslines him over the top rope, Sheamus drives Orton into the ring apron before throwing him over the commentary table. Sheamus grabs the chair and waits for Orton to get up. Orton punches him, takes the chair, throws it into his midsection, and we get a win by disqualification, my favourite. So then Orton sends him into the barricade, then he hits him into the ring post, slams him off the commentary table, just beats him up all over the place, pretty much. And then he sends him into the... And then Orton rolls him into the ring, drops him with the RKO out of nowhere. Crowd pops and pretty much loves it. Then we get Kane versus Dolph Ziggler. This was okay. Lana was there, and she was supporting Ziggler throughout the match because they're having a bit of a thing. But Rusev came out in his crutches looking ridiculous, and he's talking with Lana, and they're having an argument. Lana slips off the stage, she twists her ankle while Rusev is there, and then he's like, oh crap, and then walks off. Well, not walk, but hobbling around in his little friggin' crutches, which gives me the giggles. I just think it's funny. That's big Bulgarian guy's scared because on his little crutches. It's funny. And then Ziggler gets distracted, but Kane hits the chokeslam and gets the win. And then Rusev begins laughing, and Ziggler goes to check on her, and that's it. In that. So then, we get Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury who are talking. Did I forget to talk about the? Oh shit! I forgot to talk about Seth Rollins' opponent. So he picked his J&J Security, and Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury did some really good talking, and he pretty much said that he never needed him. So is this the end with him and J&J Security? So it'll be a 2-on-1 handicap match, and that he only picked them up because he felt sorry for them, and that if they weren't the biggest morons in the WWE, maybe Dean Ambrose would be running around the French Quarter with the title. Noble says, well, boss, I only have one thing to say about that. Screw you. And that they wouldn't be champion without him. And I think then Rollins then slaps Jamie Noble. Noble slaps him back. Mercury finally speaks. Hey, you think we're a couple of jokes? We're not. We've had your back since day one. Tonight we're kicking your ass. And really good stuff by Joey Mercury. Then we get to the Miz TV section with Ryback. He's not that good of a talker, to be honest with you. He's over with the crowd, definitely, as the IC champion. Couldn't give a fuck about the Miz. No one cares about the Miz. And that Ryback's going to be facing Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship. Yay. Oh, fucking Christ, man. That's going to be bad. But then the big fat Big Show comes out. He's wobbling to his seat. And he sits down, poor chair. I can't believe it didn't break under his weight. And then he says, oh, I'm a giant and I'm going to beat Ryback and rah-da-rah-da-rah-da. Pretty much. Oh, shit. Yeah, everyone's arguing with each other. They all fight each other. But then, so maybe a triple threat match between Miz, Big Show, and Ryback is possible in the near future. I don't know. But Ryback gets the Big Show up, hits him with a shell shock. He could have saved that for Money in the Bank. I don't know why he did it tonight. And then he does the big feed me more chance, and the crowd loves it. Not that good of a segment. Ryback wasn't that good. Miz, who cares about the Miz, honestly? And Big Show was just the big, fat, bald prick that needs to retire. Sorry, Big Show, you're still good, but just please give it up, man. Anyway, we get Los Matadores versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Really happy to see these guys reunite. And they hit a freaking 3D. For some reason, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, which I marked out for, like, oh shit. I don't know, but I don't know what they called it. Did they call it like the Way or something like that? I don't know. And then Diego gets to the ring. They try to find him, but he eventually hits the 3D. Harper turns into a clock, and he's like, tick-tock, tick-tock. And he says, the time to pay for your sins is coming, and judgment's waiting at your door. And Ron's like, it's okay, be afraid, because you should be, pretty much. And then we get to backstage. Seth Rollins is taping up his wrists, and then like Kane is just laughing about Dean Ambrose has been all over New Orleans with his title. Kane says he wishes him luck. Rollins has said, oh, luck is for losers. A little wink to CM Punk there. Anyway, he said he doesn't need anyone, like, pretty much, and that Rollins pulls off a miracle, beats the Ambrose on his own. Then he'll face Kane when he cashes in the Money in the Bank contract, become the new champion. Title will stay in the Authority, he'll be the future. Second scenario is Ambrose beats him and he cashes in on him. It's a win-win for Kane. Rollins said he's expecting Ambrose to be here later tonight, and that if Kane manages to win the Money in the Bank contract, he dares to cash in on him. Gladly put his boot in Kane's ugly, disgusting face. Oh, that's nice. And then Kane says, well, Rollins is out there on his own. This ugly face is going to be in J&J's corner tonight. So, there you go. Then we get a trailer for Ted 2, because why not? So, I think WWE's programming is owned by NBC, and, well, they're airing on NBC networks, and Universal is the NBC company, so that could be why they showed it. So, whatever. Anyway, we get Big E versus Titus O'Neil. The New Day and the Primetime Players are going to face for the tag team titles. That should be really good. So, this was a alright match. It did what it had to do. So we get Titus O'Neil, shoulder, and punches him before sending him into the corner. Titus O'Neil splashes him in the corner, runs him over with a shoulder tackle, and then Woods pushes Darren at ringside. O'Neil's distracted. Big E hits the big ending for the win, and that's how they do it. And so Roman Reigns comes out to face Kofi Kingston. These guys have an okay match, but of course Roman Reigns gets the win. And then Roman walks around, grabs a steel chair, and Dean Ambrose music hits, and he's walking walking through the crowd. He's got this big ass bag of popcorn with him, and he's got like a little box of popcorn, and he's got soda, and he's ready to watch the show tonight. So then it turns out Machine Gun Kelly's going to guest star on Raw. Sweet. Then we get to the main event, Seth Rollins versus J&J Security with Kane in their corner. And, yeah, Raw went overtime tonight for some reason. Anyway, this was a pretty okay match. How this match ended, though, Mercury had a back suplex counted. Rollins takes him down. Then Rollins hits him with a turnbuckle powerbomb. Well, Noble was there. Before throwing him out of the ring. Rollins stands over Noble and talks trash before slapping him. Rollins goes for a pedigree. Ambrose jumps the barricade. He throws the championship into the ring, so Rollins says, let's go. Mercury tags in, rolls Rollins up, and J&J Security beats Seth Rollins, which was weird, but anyway, J&J Security are happy. They're celebrating with Kane, and they're all like, haha, sucked in Rollins. And then Rollins holds up the WWE World title, taunts them. Ambrose runs into the ring, hits the Dirty Deeds, and gets the world title, steals it from him. And then Ambrose grabs a ladder, sets it up, and Ambrose poses it at the top of the ladder with the title as the show comes to an end. So, yeah, not that huge of a Raw, especially for a go-home show like Money in the Bank. I need to stop comparing Money in the Bank to like 2011, because that was an amazing pay-per-view. But yeah, I think this could be a good show. Money in the Bank pay-per-views are usually very, very good. I'll get more into detail about it on my predictions video. And yeah, this Raw, yeah, it wasn't that exciting, to be honest. So this gets a thumbs down from me. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below your thoughts on tonight's Raw. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more stuff from me. And of course, the Wednesday wrap-up is going to come, and I'm going to talk about TNA Destination X, the special there, and all the other stuff that's happening. And I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out in 3, 2, 1.